Okay, so how did the sharpening knives on the Scimech compare to
They did
the
as
other?
well as any of our knife sharpeners, using Tormac or Perfect Edge or any of the standard knife machines.
Based on what? And who are you? Why would you know?
Well, based on not just based on me, based on Catra, which is the gold standard of knife testing equipment. It comes from Sheffield, England. And now, the problem that you can't do with that equipment is if this blade was damaged. Okay, for instance, you'll see a lot of blades that'll have a reverse belly here because somebody's put a steel on it and they've started here and they've pushed hard, and so I don't know how you would.
Jason can. Tell him how you do
We
it.
just corrected one just a second ago.
Okay.
A gentleman tried it on a belt sander earlier.
Right.
And brought in that little smile
Okay.
in the blade.
How did you do
so
that?
we have about 2.5 inches of working surface.
Okay.
And so when we come in, we lay the knife in, we concentrate toward the baluster and then into the blade, and we watch the burr so that we bridge that, and over just a couple strokes, we'll bring that into line.
Okay. So what grit do you use then?
All we had over there, we started with a 30 micron.
Okay.
And so not extremely aggressive, but we can go up to a 60 and be a little faster in that correction.
Right. I see. If I were doing that, I'd do it on a belt sander.
Right.
And then I would do it about 120 at about a 45-degree angle first, and I'd profile it, and then I would start the sharpening. But let's say you'd have to, it's the same thing you'd have to do with a chip or a broken tip.
Too. Yeah.
Okay.
But you could just do an 80 or 100 micron if you needed to.
I'll take a less padded disc, something that's a little firmer,
Right.
So that we can get that bridging and,
Right.
and clean them up. Then I'll go back to a little bit more of a padded wheel, where we can get a little bit of a blend from the edge angle into the rest of the blade. So we don't have a stark contrast from what we've created at the edge into the rest of the blade. So we don't have that resistance to our push.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, from